Hey, Mystical. How you doing? I'm good. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. All is good. Got a good bit accomplished. All is good. I can't complain. You streamed until 5 a.m.? Holy shit. Well, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters. If you do it. The other day I was on here for just over 3 hours. I don't think I wouldn't say never, but I don't think I can be on here that long. It would have to be like a break here and there. Oh, that's all that matters. If it was good and everything went well and you had fun, that's all that really matters. That's all that matters is you had fun. 12 hours. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I mean, some people do it, because it's their whole life. They the whole thing what I say to a lot of people is if you want to be successful, you have to be available, right? So if you want to be an online person, you know, and be successful in your online business or doing things online, then you have to be available. So that's the definition of being available, is being online for that long. So if it means being online for that long, then hey, so be it. I mean, if honestly, there's some days where I want to be on here longer and long periods of time and just go and come back. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go to lunch now. See you guys later. I mean, I've done it before. If it's like pouring rain and I don't have nothing to do, I'll probably come on here like 3 times a day. If I have absolutely nothing on my plate for that day, I'll probably come on like 3 times a day. But this is my second time live today, so my first live was just me washing dishes, talking shit. So now I'm here, my normal time. I'm usually here this time, yeah, doing my thing. But it was weird because last night I had yesterday, yesterday and night I had three private readings on Instagram for more than an hour each, and it was like, what the heck's going on? Well, how the heck did all three of these people call me all at once and want a reading on the exact same day? Like that hasn't happened in like a long time. It's usually like one or two or maybe one person here and there. But yesterday it was three people all at once. And I was like, holy shit, what the hell is going on? So then I realized it was the full moon energy, and I'm like, oh well, yeah, that explains it all then. So it was like it was weird. It was weird to me. It started off in the morning, then it went to the afternoon, and then it went late night. And I'm like, okay, well, when it comes, you got to do it, right? So you just deal with it. And then every now and then, you give a free read here and there, just to give back. And I feel like that's what I do. So that's all that matters, you know? I do whatever I have to do, pretty much, which is cool. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? You good? Yeah, the energy was different yesterday, but it was good though. It wasn't bad energy. The energy was good. I just feel like people are very anxious lately. People are very like, skeptical. People are worried. A majority of the people in the world are like that anyway. A lot of people are worried, skeptical, annoyed, they're worried. They don't know what to do. Sometimes you know, sometimes people get multiple reads and then they go crazy. So it's a little bit of everything, I guess. But definitely yesterday was one of those days where whoever wanted a damn reading got one. But it's all good. I don't mind as long as they don't aggravate me, then I'm good. Some were entertaining and some were, like what the hell. Honestly, there's some days where I want to like when somebody's getting a reading from me, like a personal reading, where it's just me and them. I try to contain myself so much. I really do. It's really hard to contain myself sometimes because there's some days I want to say things and I'm like, don't say it, Mark. They love you, I was like, they love you, they come to you, they trust you. Don't hurt their feelings. Don't say it, Mark. Just leave them alone. Let them be. Just listen to them and just be kind. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? And then there's some days where I just like listen to them and I'm just like, I'm cool. Like, they're cool. But there's some specific people that I deal with for years now, and it's like, why are you asking me these stupid ass questions? Like, you still don't get it, do you? Like, sometimes I can tell somebody I've known for years, like, why do you even worry about this, or why are you like concerned about shit that don't pertain to you, or why are you doubting yourself so much? You know. But I can say whatever I want to them, and it's gonna go in one ear and come out the other. I know how it is. I know how they are. So it's just one of those things where you just say, "Hey, look, accept it." Yeah, the repeated cycled questions are annoying. Oh, nice, Tanya. You've been on a cooking spree. That's what's up. So nice to have everything, isn't it? Like when you cook your gas barbecue, right? I mean your gas barbecue, your gas oven, right? You have a gas oven, right? And when you use your gas oven, because you said you had that thing to like for the gas cylinder to tell you how much is left or whatever. Do you use like a barbecue cylinder? Yeah, propane. Yeah. So you use like a barbecue cylinder looking thing, where you just hook it up, like you screw on the thing. Yeah, it's a 20-pound thing. Yeah, that's like a barbecue cylinder. pretty cool. I have an electric stove, but I want to get a propane stove. And I have like these extra cylinders here, and I kind of want to like transfer my stove into a gas stove because when the hurricane comes and I don't have no like and the electricity is running off the generator, I want to like limit my stove to be used during that and just have like a gas stove. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd rather use a gas stove too. I mean, I use my electric stove. I've had it forever, right? And it's still like in good condition. But I was thinking about transferring like the gas and having like, having a gas, stove. But the thing is, I don't want to get these big ass cylinders. I want to get like the barbecue cylinder ones. I have to look into it. I have to ask. I have to ask if I can because I all I have to do is drill a hole out through that way and it goes right into my little shed thing. So I can put the propane tank in the shed and put it outside and then just turn it on and just, whenever I want it. And then then I can do what you do, like I can weigh it to see if it needs changing. Or I can hook it up so where I have two cylinders in there, right? Because I got four altogether. So I was thinking about putting two in there, and then when one's finished, you can open up the other. Like you just disconnect it and put the other one there, and then you just go get another one. Cause I cook a good bit, so I know I'm gonna like use the cylinders. Yeah, yeah. Cause when I cook fish, it's a pain in the ass. But see, if I can leave my windows open on a good day, normally I do fish on Fridays. So tomorrow I'm gonna do fish, obviously, because it's Good Friday. But if I what was I gonna say? If I actually leave all my windows open and my fan, then it's fine. All this shit will go outside, you know? So it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why I asked you, because see, my apartment, I would have to get like I don't want to get like a big ass cylinder. If I can use the barbecue ones, that'll be great. Because then it'll be easier for me and cheaper for me. And because I already have those cylinders, I don't want to get rid of them, because we've already paid for them. So they belong to my dad's barbecue, but the barbecue is there, but my mom no longer wants to use it because it's just her. And when we have barbecue, we bring her up here. She doesn't want to use the barbecue anymore. So I have two spare gas cylinders, right? So if I bring those two spare gas cylinders up here and put them in my shed outside and drill a hole and put like a connection on there to run my gas stove in here, if I got one, would be perfect. No, the barbecue is finished. It's not really he can have it, but he won't. He's got a barbecue. Remember, he's like half rich now because he got the inheritance money, so he's used like three quarters of it and bought a whole heap of shit and wasted it all. He bought a brand new barbecue. He don't want that old piece of shit. No, I have a barbecue. All I want to do is use the cylinders for my stove, for my gas stove if I get one. That's the whole point of what I'm talking about. That's why I asked what type of cylinder you have. Yeah, when my mom wants to eat a burger, like a barbecue burger. We bring her up here. She ate one last week. See, we used to make pork chops on the barbecue, wings, burgers, chicken. But my dad used to like love coming out there and doing the barbecue. But now that he's not here no more, it doesn't make sense. It's like we eat together. Everybody eats together now. It's not just me, my mom, and him. So, you know. Yeah. I mean, the only reason I have electric because it came with it. My apartment came with the stove, and then I bought a new one. But during the hurricane, we used the propane generator. And if I use that stove, it's 50 amps. So it's going to use a lot of electricity, right? And if I can eliminate that stove, I can actually save electricity here too. And then I that propane cylinder ain't gonna be eating up. It's like I think it's like $50 for a cylinder. It lasts for a while. Because the one in the barbecue, I barely change it. And I use the barbecue a lot. Now the like I said, the barbecue is like pretty much shut. It's not you have to light it and all that. It doesn't light by itself no more. And then the grills are all messed up. So she doesn't even want to use it. She wants me to get rid of it. But the good thing about the barbecue is what I told her when she fries fish, she can go because the barbecue has a side burner. So I told her that it's in the garage, so she can open up the garage door and then she can make like her fish on the side burner. So that way she doesn't have to like tomorrow we're gonna make fish cakes. And I told her that I should that if she wants me to come down there, I can do it in the garage. So that way it won't stink in the house. Yeah, yeah. I got you. I think I'm gonna like check it out. I'm probably not gonna get it right now, but before hurricane season comes, which is in another 3 months, I definitely want to get rid of that stove, and I want to get rid of that stove, and I want to get a propane gas thing because it's gonna be less electricity for me to waste, and because I have those extra cylinders, all I gotta do is go refill them, which is not really a big deal. And I don't really use the stove. I use the stove every day, but not for too long. Everything I don't really use the oven to bake anything. I just use the burners, right? To fry things up and bacon, eggs and shit like that. And, make my tacos and stuff. I barely use the oven. The oven gets used next door. When I make food for everybody next door in their stove and oven. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if it's I know they have like a bigger cylinder, like it's the next size up from the barbecue, and I think all you have to do is get like a fitting for it. All you have to do is get like a fitting, and then you just like undo and you tie it up and whatever. So I might just have to get like a bigger cylinder instead of the barbecue one. But if I can use the barbecue one, I will. That way I don't have to spend no money on buying one. 'Cause I already have like two extra ones here, and then I can always use it for the barbecue too. So it'll benefit everything will be fine. I'll have like more than enough gas cylinders, especially during the hurricane. Yeah. But we'll see. I'm gonna check to see what happens. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but we'll see. We shall see. Mm-mm. No, there's nobody. There's nobody in line. Nobody is in line. Just you. You number one. Number one. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'll make sure you hear it and everything. I got you. Stupid little fly is aggravating the shit out of me. It's like a little small little dumbass fly. Ugh, so annoying. I wonder if he's gone or not. Little fucker. Oh, fucker. Oh, dang. All right. All right, Tanya, I got it. Thanks. All right, so can you hear me? Okay, good. How can you have an appointment tomorrow if it's a holiday? You sure you got an appointment tomorrow? It's a holiday tomorrow. At least it is here. I don't know if it's a holiday where you are, but really, it's not a holiday there tomorrow? I thought Good Friday was a holiday in the States. Dang, shows how much you guys love Jesus. Wow. Unreal. Here is a holiday and Sunday is a holiday. We have 3 religious holidays: Good Friday, Easter, and Christmas. Those are must holidays. I don't even think I can. I think I don't know if I can use my van tomorrow because they have a law here like you can't even use your van and you can only use your private car and shit. I have to check my paper later on. I think it's just Christmas though. I think Christmas they don't allow you to use your van. It's like a sign of like respect or whatever. Some bullshit they do. All I saw was it said you had an appointment about your finances, if you're going to be sad or happy. Nah, I don't see you being happy, that's for sure. I don't see you being happy. I feel like you're gonna be disappointed. I feel like you're gonna like think something's up with all this whole thing about the meeting and the appointment. You might doubt the person that tells you the things about your stuff. You might be suspicious about them, or you might feel like, hey, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I think you might have some wishful thinking that is going to be very, very good, but it's probably not going to be that great. And if you're the type of person that's never satisfied in that category, then you're probably not going to be. But it might make you, it might make you feel like you want to ignore some of the opportunities that are there, or you might be indecisive of making a decision about all this stuff. But I don't see you being happy, to be honest. But maybe not even, I don't know, maybe not even content. Content. Meeting tomorrow. Mm, I would say, because I asked if you're going to be at least content, and it says you will be to a certain point, but not 100%. Like, you got some things you got to do. Content maybe, but I would say not that much. I'm not getting good cards here, but I got the star card at the very end on the second time to say if you're content. So that tells me that you're going to be hopeful, and you're going to keep the faith about, and you're going to be optimistic about, how you can make it better, or how you're going to save. Like, whatever the case may be, I feel like you will be somewhat content with how you can make it better, if that makes sense. Like, so however the appointment comes out, whether you're going to be disappointed or content, there's going to be a solution to it. You know what I mean? I feel like there'll be an alternative, a solution, where it makes you feel a little bit more optimistic about how you can fix all of this or make it better. So that what the star card means to me at the very end there. So as far as you being content, yes, with what you're about to do to make it better. So you're going to be content in that manner. But a lot of these cards are worrisome cards. Like, it's just you being worried, you not being happy with what's going to happen, you know. Yeah. So maybe, so after you ask all those questions, the end result is the answers are going to be annoying at first, but in the end, there's going to be a solution. There's going to be some type of faith and happiness there of saying, you know what? I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I can change this. Yes, I can make that happen if I can. Yeah, and I will try to do that. Okay, I got you. You know? Right. So I feel like it's not going to be like a devastation where you're going to be like crying when you leave there or something. But I know how you can get emotional though. Well, let me check something though. Let me pull you some marquee cards, because these cards have more of a answer for those type of things. Let's see what it says. Let's just get like a little clarification here. Not like I need it, but I'm gonna do it just for you. Let's see what spirit has to say. All right, so the card here says let go and let God. You didn't kill nothing. It's fine. It was just you and Lisa in here. I've basically been on here for like half an hour. It's cool. It was just you and Lisa in here. That's it. And mystical. Sorry. Yeah. Let go and let God. Get what you need and not what you want. So this is what this has happened, you know? It's basically saying you're gonna have to get what you need now and not what you want. So these extra things that you're getting is not like, oh, there's grocery holes and all these things you're buying on Amazon. You gotta say, do I need this or do I want this? Uh, Fuck it, I'm ordering it anyway because I need it and I want it. But you might have to say, hey, look, I don't really need this remote control glow in the dark cover thing. I mean, I can just turn the fucking light on. Worst comes to worst, I'll get a little flashlight. I don't really need this damn thing. Uh, yeah. So yeah. Then the other card here is you are beautiful inside and out. Yes. See, that's how spirit looks at you. See what Phil thinks of you. And it says better opportunities are coming. So I would say I think it's going to be fine, but it's all about needs and wants. It always is that way, you know? There's a lot of days where I say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to get this. And then I say, you know what for? And like, even with the music thing, like I'm trying to get certain songs that I've always wanted. And then today I was going to get another song that I always wanted. And I said, you know what? I don't need this fucking song. Who cares? You know? I was like, I'm not getting this shit. So there's some days where I have to remember the needs and wants. You know what I mean? There's a lot of days where I say to myself, do I need this or do I want this? And then I say, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you know, I'm not going to do this shit anymore. Like, you know, I'm not going to like do this shit anymore. I'm not going to buy this shit. I'm not going to go live amongst my means. Or because I got extra money now, it doesn't mean that I can go ahead and spend all this damn money on this bullshit, you know? So that's one of the main reasons why you know, thanks, Lisa. You say yes, there are larger channel alternative. It's not cheap. Yeah, exactly. You don't need, you know, I mean, it's always nice to have tools, but maybe you were better off going to the tool, to the storage and get the damn tool from there, and it could have. But then again, you would have wasted a whole shit ton of gas, right? So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Yeah. So it all depends. But then again, you only live once, and sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter. I think the main thing with finances is just we worry too much, you know? And then there's some people who just live way amongst their means. And that's something that, you know, people shouldn't be doing. I don't know. Sometimes I think that honestly, I'm really trying hard to I'm really trying hard to save my money and find other ways to save money. And I feel like I spent a good bit of money on my DJ stuff, and I just bought another laptop. I've spent a couple $1,000s on this DJ stuff, and I love it to death, but it becomes very expensive, and I'm starting to like see how all the money I've spent on it already, and I'm not really making any money off of it. It's just a hobby, but an expensive one, right? Especially for the type of stuff that I do. And but then again, it's weird because then I'll make money over here and then use that to pay for the thing. So like one thing's making money and it's spending, and one's paying for the other. And then with my maintenance business, it's up and down. Like some days I make money, some days I don't. And it's been quiet, but it's still winter time. I mean, it picks up a lot more for me when like May, June, July, August, September is my busiest months. So I'm sure it'll pick up eventually. But then again, I say to myself, I don't really care because I don't live amongst my means. I'm not going on no trips, even though, everybody's begging me to go away and shit. And I'm like, I don't really want to go nowhere. I like to be here. And when everybody leaves here, when everybody goes away, it's better for me because then I get to do what I want. I get to, I get to do everything I want to do. And that's the best thing for me. You only live once. Yeah, YOLO. Yeah, YOLO. The song about that too. Song. But yeah, you only live once. And that's exactly what how I live my life. Sometimes, I have a crazy attitude sometimes. And when I got my inheritance back in January, I said, you know what? I got this money and I'm going to use it in memory of my auntie and uncle to help my mom and my dad. And I did that already. I used that to pay for the roof. I paid for other things for my mom, groceries, food. I've helped my mom a lot. And, my younger sister does too. But my older sister and my older brother, they don't do fucking nothing. And it's not fair to me to keep on taking care of everyone else but myself. So then I spent a good bit of money on myself. And then I said, you know what? I feel better that I did that because I always hold back from getting things because I don't want to spend a whole heap of money. But at the end of the day, money comes, money goes. You know, we die and everything stays behind. Sometimes you save all this money and then you die for someone else to take it. So at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that I don't live amongst my means, but at the same time, I got to maintain some type of, decent income monthly. So where like I don't go below my budget or what I think that I should be spending and what I don't spend. But, and then there's some days I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go buy this damn thing. I don't care anymore. I need it. I want it. And I'm going to go get it and to hell with this. Like, I'm not limiting myself no more. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? You're welcome, Tanya. But at the end of the day, don't hold yourself back. And you're by yourself, just like me. We're by ourselves. You know, you can, if you have income, then you can, deal with the outcome. And at the end of the day, you know, God will help us in no matter what. And that's exactly how like I feel sometimes. I've been fortunate to always be provided for in the last umpteen years. I've never been without, and that's a blessing to me. But there's some days where I feel like I can do more and make more, and like if I was more present instead of if I actually dealt with myself and myself only, then I would have way more than what I have now. And then if I don't go around helping, every Tom, Dick, and fucking Harry and my family and everybody else and do everything for everybody else and waste my goddamn money helping everybody, then I can have a lot more for myself and get just. But then I would feel weird, like I would feel greedy. I would feel like I'm not doing the task at hand. So there's some days where I want to change my whole outlook on things, but I don't really give a fuck. Hey Sophie, how you doing? You finished watching a movie with mom and him. Oh, cool. Dan says, shh, people think I'm an asshole. Oh, that's because you're a Leo, Dan. They automatically think that. It's okay, I get to join the asshole club. Sit back. I got some magazines at the bookstore that I know I'm gonna enjoy. That was, yeah, exactly. Well, I needed that PC laptop so I can go live on TikTok. And then now TikTok is being really annoying. So I've been on TikTok. It was a couple days ago, and they like were acting crazy and saying that I was some behavioral shit. And then now everybody says that it doesn't even make sense playing music on there sometimes because you can't play what you want. You can't even smoke a cigarette live or smoke weed live, and all these guys are getting mad. They're starting to ban people. It's so annoying, man. At first, they're like, yeah, play with all the music you want. It's okay. Say what you want. Do what you want. But what makes me mad is they're showing like these films of people having sex. Not like you can't see anything, but you see what they're doing, right? So that's okay. But smoking weed or smoking a cigarette or playing music that have foul language in it is not okay. But you can show somebody fucking in a bed and that's okay. You know what they say, right? Sex sells. I'm just listening to something real quick. Yeah, exactly, Tanya. I'm on TikTok right now watching this guy do live music. It's pretty cool. I like it. Hey Christy, how you doing? Yeah, see, they're acting crazy. They've been really dumb lately. On here, I don't really have issues. But when I started my DJ channel on here, I had issues. They emailed me like, oh, this shit. And said I couldn't play this song, couldn't play that song. This song's copyrighted. That song. I'm like, what the fuck? So what's the sense of being on here? And like I said earlier in my earlier life, I can't even like pull sex cards on here with nudity, but you can show clips of people fucking each other. That makes no sense whatsoever. That pisses me off. I'm glad tomorrow's a holiday and I can stay home and say to hell with everyone. I'm gonna do some yard work tomorrow probably. I'm gonna go have lunch with my mom. Hey Gala. Yeah, you gotta be careful with everything. God, that's just the way it is. It's so annoying. It's always some bullshit. It's not easy. TikTok's getting worse and worse. So I thought that by going over there, I was going to be a little more free of playing. I mean, it is a lot better than YouTube, but like there's reggae music has a lot of music bashing homosexuality. It's just the way reggae music is. A lot of songs talk about, homosexuality and bashing it. because Jamaicans don't like that at all. It's not. It's like prohibited, right? So when I play some of those songs, it talks about homosexuality, right? So when the song gets played, someone if someone hears it, they can report you, and it's like they'll say it's improper conduct or inappropriate conduct to play a song like that. And I'm like, what happened to freedom of speech? This is a Jamaican song. Like, it's who fucking cares? You think people are actually hundreds and thousands of people are listening to this song when I play it? You can play this song anywhere in the world. Okay, Lisa, take care, sweetheart. Have a good work day or night. To me, it makes me flag those artists and won't support their content ever. Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is like the thing is everybody has their own preference and everybody has their own ways, right? I'm the type of person that I don't like certain things either. But if I'm playing a song for 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, at least that long, then what difference does it make if that song gets played for a couple minutes or a couple seconds? And you go to the next one. The DJ doesn't play the same song like the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm listening to something at the same time, so this guy has a really nice studio. He's playing like some stuff. I like listening to it. And of course, it's coming on at the same time that I'm on here, but I'm still paying attention. Exactly, yeah. I agree 100%. And what's the crazy part, Gala? Is I can get hired right now to go play music in a club and I can play whatever I want and no one's gonna say a damn thing. So, but if I was playing in public, if I was DJing music right now in public and I streamed it, the stream would get flagged because I'm playing music that they don't like. But I'm in a public place playing music in a club and nothing happens. I'm okay. So make that make sense. See, that's the DJ part that I can't stand. And don't you want like some artists I know? If some artists see me in TikTok, there's been some artists on here that see me on TikTok, and they see that I'm a DJ on TikTok, and they're like, "Yo, bro, my song's coming out. Can you please play it for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, sure, hell yeah, I'll play it for you, no problem." My friend texted me today and told me, "Can I play his new hit single tomorrow if I go on TikTok?" I said, "Yeah, if I go in there, I'll play it for you, no problem." He sent it to me. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I always feel like it's all about who you know, when you do it, and how you do it, and how much of this you're paying. Yesterday was Christy. Right, exactly. I never delete my lives, never. I say pure dumb shit on here, and I say a lot of things on here and talk shit about a lot of people, and I never delete it. I don't give a fuck. It's not like I have 200 views every night, and I don't care. I don't want that. I don't want 200 views every night because I don't want people watching me. If I have an average of 10 people that come in here every time I go live, I'll be happy. At least I get to talk to 10 different people every day. And usually those people will get readings, or those people will be cool with me and just talk to me, or just be, associating and just talk about life. I'm good with that. Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of people delete their shit. It's still bright here, Christy. I should take a picture of the moon right now and show you. That's if it's actually still there. I can't believe how much songs this guy does. It's crazy. Actually, let me see if he's messaged me. No, not yet. Still waiting. Yeah, pretty much. Even then, with the strikes, they hold you accountable. It's up to them. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I mean, some people say Twitch is better to play music on because you don't get problems over there. I don't know who to believe anymore. Everybody told me TikTok was the best, and then I go over there, and now there's problems over there now. And some people tell me they can't see my lives. Some people say that, oh, I don't get notifications, and I'm like, look, TikTok is a fucking joke right now. It's acting crazy. Don't blame me. Okay, Christy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up going over there, Gala. Yeah, Tanya. A few people have told me that they don't even see my lives or my shorts, and then on my actual page, I can show people if they don't believe me. Because there's like a few people that say that, oh, did you ban me or did you block me? I'm like, look, I haven't done anything. Like, look at my followers and my thing. Like, I don't do anything. It's TikTok. What happens is certain things, you say certain things or you do certain things, or it's like it's all fucked up. It's like it's got a serious glitch and bullshit going on right now. I was telling people just the other day I was in that DJ thing, right? Okay, Tanya, cool. Because I have a Twitch account and I think I'm gonna end up going over there. Because I DJ'd on Twitch last year. Last year, July, I did like a 3 hour session over there with my friend on his channel. And it was cool. I loved it. And it's very clear and it was decent. But see, it's I don't know too much about Twitch. I've only been on there maybe 3 times. And a lot of Bermudians here don't really have Twitch. They rather have TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Instagram is my favorite. But over there they did dumb shit too. Yeah, see, it's bullshit everywhere. But I'll be very honest, I love TikTok. And I love playing music on TikTok because all my friends are here. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, TikTok is like my favorite. But TikTok's annoying me now though. It's still my favorite. I love TikTok a lot, but ever since I got like twice I've been told that I can't play certain music and I'm like, man, go fuck yourself. Fuck those people. I think the world's giving the LGBTQ group too much credit and too much fucking leeway. Fuck those people. Like you're not no more special than anybody else. And why the fuck you gotta have all these rights for what? Who the fuck are you? And now you want to come on TikTok and tell DJs they can't play shit with homophobic stuff in it? Man, go fuck yourself. Leave us alone. Why don't you start your own goddamn app and all of you fucking idiots go over there and leave us alone? You came over here, you started acting crazy. Now you're going over to TikTok acting fucking crazy over there. Man, go fuck off, man. Just stop worrying about what people say about you and leave everybody alone. Like, why don't you start your own fucking app? Call it LGBTQ TikTok or call it whatever the fuck you want and go over there and leave us alone. Leave straight people alone and leave people who don't like you alone. Go do your own fucking thing. That's what I've been telling people for years. If you're like a racist and you don't want to be around other racists, start your own shit. Say dickheads only, black people only, white people only, Portuguese people only, you know, gay people only, straight people only. Do your own like OnlyFans is all hers and sexual shit. That's what you need to do. You damn people out there that have a problem with everybody else's shit. Like fuck off. That shit pisses me off, man. Every time you do something, every time you're having fun, it's like people come around and fucking ruin your shit. And there's always those bastards. They ain't got nothing else better to do than, oh, you're anti Semitic, you're homophobic. No, we're fucking straight, normal people. You people have a problem with what people say. So if you have a problem with it, go back to being straight or go start your own little fucking TikTok and go fuck off. Like, why can't you do that? Why can't you just be? Don't you have your own day already? Go get everything else too. Like, leave me alone. Come around my live talking about I'm playing homophobic music. Fuck you. I didn't create the song. I just play it. Yeah. Honestly, that shit pisses me off, man. It's so annoying. Then you want to fire a basketball player because he said Jesus said that, there shouldn't be no gay people in the world. That's his opinion. Leave him alone. Why you gotta fire him from the NBA? So you're gonna fire this guy from playing basketball because he has outside, you know, uh, visions about people. You don't make no sense. And then you gotta pay him $10 million now because you fired him and got rid of his contract and you don't want him back into the NBA. When I saw that shit, I was so mad. I was like, this guy went and said that Jesus, he's a Christian, and he's like, oh, I don't understand why, a guy and a guy's together and a woman say, you people got to repent. You people are going to hell, and I think you guys should believe in Jesus. And he was on his Instagram saying this. He weren't even he wasn't even playing basketball. He just said it on his Instagram, and then people reported him, and then he got fired from the NBA just because he said those words. Since when in the world do we get fired for saying something about those people or about what Jesus wants? You don't believe it? Jesus said it in the Bible. Everybody knows that that's not the right way to live your life. But if you want to live that way, I don't care. But don't just condemn me because I don't live that way either. Or if I say it, why should I be condemned for it? Like, fuck you, man. I'm really getting sick and tired of these people always fucking crying like a little bunch of bitches. Christians and religious people don't believe in those type of things. So if we say it, we say it. Who cares? Leave us alone. Like I said, go create your own world and talk in it. Fucking idiots. Fucking people, man. They aggravate me, man. Like I said, you can do whatever you want behind closed doors. You can be whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. But don't ruin it for everybody because you have some stupid, dumbass shit to say. Yeah. My orientation and pronoun is none of your freaking business. Yeah, see all that pronouns, and even in Bermuda they had on March 31st, the other day, they had a clipping in the newspaper, and people dissed the shit out of it. Because in Bermuda, we don't tolerate none of that bullshit. Like people here, like yes, there is like that community of people here, but it's very small, and people don't tolerate none of that. Like we're not gonna let you be open about what you want to do, and if you do, I feel sorry for you. And they have special nights just for those people, and everybody don't deal with them, right? Which is cool, as long as they don't go kill them people and do all sorts of crazy shit and cause riots. Um, but long story short, like these on March 31st, they said that it's Transgender Day in Bermuda. It's March 31st. And I had to read the newspaper clipping twice. I said, you people just not just say that Transgender Day is on March 31st in Bermuda. Since when? That shit must have just happened this year because I never heard of that shit in my life, and ain't nobody in Bermuda gonna ever fucking talk about that shit. And if anybody walks around Bermuda looking like some tranny, you're gonna get your ass beat up. I'm sorry. And if people here ain't gonna put up with that bullshit, we're not gonna follow America. We're not gonna follow the rest of the world. We're not followers. We do our own shit here. And if you want to be fucking weird and go against God and all that shit here in Bermuda, that shit ain't gonna work good for you. Your life is gonna be very uncomfortable. I tell you that right now. People here don't put up with that shit. It's like Jamaica here. We don't put up with that bullshit. If you do that shit, you better be in the closet or you better fucking not tell nobody who you are and don't let nobody see you. You better do that shit in the dark when nobody's around. You better do that shit in your neighborhood Or you better fucking dress normal and wherever you're going, you can do that shit somewhere else. They're all low vibration, fucking crazy ass people, man. Man, fuck that. Fuck is wrong with these people? Like I said, you can do all that shit, but don't do it around me. And don't come Bermuda and talk about you're gonna do it. You got a special day for that. You must be out of your fucking, you out of your damn mind. Fuck you think this is? Honest to God, you guys think I'm joking? Hey, in Bermuda, that shit ain't gonna, it doesn't happen here. Let somebody come around me talking about I'm a transgender. I'll knock you the fuck out. I'll offer you a lift. Oh, you need a lift? Oh, yeah, sure, thank you. I'll take you. Oh, I'm not good this way. I say, you are now. Why are you taking me to the ocean? So you don't come back. You know how to swim? No good. I'm throwing your ass off a fucking bridge. You ain't coming back here. You better learn how to swim real quick. You're gonna fucking miss it. They need to fucking, they need to open up mental institutions for these people. And I might get in trouble for talking like this, but I don't give a fuck. I speak my mind. It's bullshit. And people like that are causing problems for everybody. Exactly. Exactly. But see, people don't talk like that in Bermuda. You'll never hear somebody say, "Oh, my pronouns are they, then they." You'll get knocked out right on the spot. Because these people, these ghetto Bermudians here, they'll beat your ass. If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, I honestly, I don't even feel sorry for you. You put it on yourself. And if you're an American or you're from some other country and you're coming here and you're one of those people, you better fucking go right back on that plane and go back home. Don't come over here. That shit's not accepted over here. We ain't putting up with that bullshit. You leave that shit in your own country. Pretty much. Twitch is a little complicated, but now I got the hang of it. Okay, Tanya, cool. I'm gonna try and deal with Twitch. I might have it on. I still might have it on my phone. I don't even know. I don't think so. Actually, let me check if I still have it. Because I might go on Twitch. And if I do go on Twitch, I'll let you guys know. I might still have it on here. No. I don't have it on my phone anymore. That sucks. I think I deleted it because like I just didn't go on there no more. But I might have to go on there because it's getting very annoying on TikTok now. But then again, I don't know. I just have to like see how it goes. Well, you know what? God, it's only us in here anyway. I don't really. And one thing about me, anybody who knows me, I really don't care. I go on rants every day. And I try not to talk about that type of crowd and that type of people because a lot of people get offended. And a lot of people like have disowned me because I talk like that. And I really don't care. If you can't respect my opinion, then fuck you. I don't care. It's what I believe and how I was brought up. So is wrong in my eyes. So and I'll never accept that bullshit. So that's why like I'm really grateful that I don't have no nephew that does that shit, and I don't have like nobody like in my immediate family that's like that, because that shit will irritate me. I love that, Gala. I really love that what you just said. I'm actually gonna say it out loud. I don't usually talk about this stuff either, but we have to listen to them, so it's only fair they listen to us. Amen. I give you a 10-star rating for that comment. That is absolutely true. You know, and this is exactly why I'm talking about this, because they're the reason why TikTok is the way it is now. But apparently, a Jewish guy bought TikTok. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think a Jewish guy bought TikTok. So the Jewish people, they're very religious. So, and they protect all the people that are you know doing things that they're not supposed to be doing in a type of way, or they eliminate things that are that way. So, for instance, there was a lot of guys smoking weed online. So there could be like there. I know this one chick and a guy. They used to be sitting like this, like talking. They be smoking weed like this. Hey guys, how you doing? Come in, let's talk, let's have a chat. And they'll be like smoking weed on camera. So now you can't smoke weed on camera no more. And if you do, you get flagged or you get banned, right? And then during the DJ competition last week, the guy was smoking weed and DJing. And so the guy had to go off camera like this and go like that. And then you saw all the smoke like this. And then he put it down and he's like, and everybody's like, what happened, bro? He goes, yeah, I had to go on my burner account. Now I got flagged, 24 hours and I can't smoke on here no more. And I'm like, what? If weed is legal where you are, right? And weed is like, what the fucking cameras getting high? The people that are on the lives are getting high? If that guy wants to get high or that person wants to get high while they're on the live, what is that doing to affect you? You see what I'm saying? How is that affecting you really? How? And if you don't want to see that guy smoke no weed on his live, then why the fuck you in there? So if I start playing music right now and I play some homophobic shit, or I play music that's really rowdy and swears and all that, so why they just can't go like this? Flick. Or I can't listen to this guy. Fuck that. Exactly. Welcome back, Christy. And this is why I don't understand. And now on TikTok, it says, when you first go in there, it says, what does it say now? It said contents of this live can be harmful to your health. That's what it says. No lie, right? Contents of this live can be harmful to your health. That's what it says. So, in other words, hint, hint. This person could be smoking weed, drugs, or cigarettes, and if you come in here, it's at your own risk. But why even say that? You think people don't know that already? And there shouldn't be kids in there anyway. And if there is, that's on their parents to take away their fucking phone and tell them don't be on TikTok. It's an adult app anyway. You shouldn't be on those things in the first place. She's still live, Panda? Cool. Yeah, I did a reading for her today. She's like super excited. I did a mediumship for her today. It was like her first one that she's ever like witnessed, where someone tapped into her mom, and she was really happy. So, and then she's so excited that she went live again tonight. So I had to get out of there for a bit because I don't want her to like, you know, because she was talking about me and thanking me and stuff and getting emotional. So I kind of left because I don't want her to like talk about me a lot, and then people in there be all mad and shit. Yeah, people are like weird like that. Other readers are in there, so they get jealous and stupid, and they're just a bunch of idiots. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Exactly. The reason why they say that about TikTok is because TikTok is taking over. TikTok's the most popular app out there, in my opinion. It's the most popular app. Everybody's on TikTok. It's like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to be in other readers' rooms and have them talk about me too much. And it's nothing. I don't have nothing against anybody who does it. But when it's me, I kind of like disappear for a bit. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's talking about Mark, like Mark's the greatest thing in the world. Mark gave her a reading. Who fucking cares? Oh, yeah, whatever. Like I kind of saw it happen here and there, but I was like, whatever. Let me get out of here, and let her do her thing. And that's why I went live. I'm like, I'll stay over in my lane over here. I have nothing against her. She's a sweetheart, but some of those people I don't know, and there's like one guy, there's like a person over there that they never speak, and they think like I don't know. These people are fucking weird, man. Yeah, they had something about the vertical and horizontal law, shorts and stuff. They were talking about that today. Yeah, they're trying to bring it back. TikTok's is shit, yeah. And they're the app that runs shit right now. And there ain't no app that's like TikTok. That shit is unbelievable. Yep. TikTok to me, I mean, YouTube is good for me for this. This is perfect for me for psychic stuff because I'm not really getting, I don't really want a lot of attention. You know what I mean? And on here, it's perfect because there's so many psychics on here that I don't get a lot of attention like they do. And I don't go live and like do all the signs because that's where you get too much attention. Because majority of the people that watch these psychic videos, they want to see all the signs because one, they're too broke to get a reading. Two, they don't want to get a reading. They rather insert their self into what that person is saying at the time about their dumbass sign. So that's not really getting a reading. That's just bullshit. That's just like a general realization of whatever that person sees for that sign. And because you're in that room, it probably will pertain to your energy to a certain point because you're focusing so much on it. So to me, on here, it's perfect for what I do on here. But I would never be a psychic on TikTok. Hell no. It's too much like it's too much traffic over there for that type of thing, and then you get all these like people on there that go nuts, and then they like everybody's like weird over there. With the DJ thing, it's kind of almost the same. Like the DJ thing is better for me over there because they don't aggravate me as much, but lately they have. Like they say I had inappropriate behavior. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? And then I look back and I said, oh, I played that homophobic song. So, oh God, the world came to an end. Oh boy, man. It's so annoying. So then stupid things like that happen, but I don't really care. I just keep playing music and I don't care. Yeah. But the thing is there's so many people in the world, and a lot of people are on TikTok and on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitch. Like some of these readers on here, they in their bio, it says Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, blah 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 blah, like Facebook. They have everything. They have everything. They're desperate, like to get something from you. And I don't really care for all that shit. It's not my life. It's not my like full time fucking job, you know. And if it was, I'd probably go crazy. But I love TikTok because it's funny. It's got a lot of shit on there that makes me laugh, and it's got a lot of cool videos on there, and people talk a lot of shit and stuff, and it's funny, you know. Yeah, exactly. And there's like, I would say like beginning of the year, it was really cool. I loved it to death. And then now it's starting to get kind of, weird, especially like being going live for a person like me who goes live on there, right? It's kind of annoying to deal with because you have all these weirdos on here now. And you could send gifts and shit to these people and they can send gifts to you and things like that. But um one thing, I mean, I love TikTok. The only thing I don't like is now because of what they're doing with the DJs. The DJs are getting penalized now for stupid shit, and it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, ever since I got a laptop, I realized how much traffic I get. Because on my phone, I couldn't really see too much. It doesn't allow you to see the YouTube studio. I mean, the TikTok studio. Because that's why I got a laptop. Because people were saying that they saw me, right? And I was like, "What do you mean you saw me? But I never saw you come in my room." And it says like, it says you joined, but it doesn't say you actually in there, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck? So then, like, I bought a laptop, a PC. So it works. The PC laptop works good with the YouTube Studio. I mean, I keep saying YouTube, TikTok Studio. So I did it for the first time on Monday for like a half an hour. And I told my nephew to go check it to see if it was okay. It was clear. But one thing I wouldn't have known if I didn't have the laptop is there's three icons at the top. You see how in the top it has three people in here and four likes. So on TikTok it shows like how many likes you have, right? It shows how many people's liked or how many likes that you've gotten, right? Because you can tap the screen and it makes all these likes, right? So it shows you how many likes you have, like thousands or hundreds or whatever it is. And then in the opposite corner, right? That's on the phone, but on your actual laptop, it's got it all in a line. So right in the corner of it, it says how many people that are actually in the live that's in there. Then it says how many people are watching you outside of the live that doesn't click in, which is the viewers. And then it tells you how many likes, and then it says like how many people are like following you and all that bullshit, right? So when I went on there on Monday, it showed one person was in the live, which was my nephew watching me, right? Because he was in the live making sure that everything was fine. He's like my go-to person to see if everything's working properly. He's like, yeah, bro. He'll be texting me on my phone. Yeah, bro, it looks good. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, now I can use my phone to communicate and then use my laptop dedicated for the TikTok studio, which I got, right? So I have one laptop to do my DJing, one to do the YouTube live, I mean the TikTok live. Then I have my phone just in case I need somebody calls me, I can say, yo, I'm live, fuck off and leave me alone, like it is on here. So then what happened was I started to see the numbers climb. So it went from 15 to 30 to 55, and then it went to almost 60 people in there at the same time, right? So 60 people were watching me constantly, but only one person was actually in the live participating. You see what I mean? So if you're in the live participating, you get to comment, you get to like, and you get to like be in there as a guest. But if you just want to look at it, you just have to tap your screen like this and then or scroll up and scroll back down. You see what I'm saying? and it'll tell you that that person is in there, but then it disappears right away. So it'll say Mark join, and then it'll go off the screen. So it says you join, but you don't know if that person's still in there, but they are, because on the laptop you're in there. It doesn't say, you can't see if you're in there, but you can see how many people is actually watching you without joining the live. It's crazy. Whereas if you come in here, you know it's three people in here, right? But there's nobody else watching. There's only three, but you can be just two people commenting. You see what I mean? But on there, it's different. Like there's like a shit ton of people in there, and you can choose to join, right? Whereas here, you have to join, right? And you know, but you don't know the person's in there, but you know how many people is in your room. Right? I know how many people is actually watching me, but there's only one person actually physically in the chat, or how many people there is, or whatever. So it's very interesting on now. Like I know how that works with the TikTok shit. But the laptop shows you. That's why my friend told me to get the laptop, so that way you can see how many actually people are watching you live without even joining the chat. And that's the cool thing about TikTok. Is TikTok allows you to see that now. Now that I have the laptop, I'm like, oh, cool. 60 people are watching me play music. That's pretty cool. Even though like they don't actually join the live or request to be in it, right? So that's cool. Like I don't mind. I rather like have 60 people watch me play music and not bother me in the live and shit. So it's cool. Hey Glow, pain in the ass. Go to sleep. Yeah, exactly. And that's one good thing about TikTok. If you don't want to actually join that live, so the person doesn't know you're actually in there. Because if you're scrolling, it shows you that you joined, but you didn't like click on it. And then you just be, it's like a little eye, like an eye, a sign of an eye in the corner, where those are the people that are watching you. So I never knew that until I got the laptop. And even my nephew was like, "Really, you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I took a screenshot of it and I sent it to him. He goes, "Fuck, thank God you got the laptop now. Now you can actually see how many people's watching you." So I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." Because when I come off of the live, when I come off a TikTok live, there's a thing there's a dismiss button, so you can disconnect, like how you end the stream here, you know. So what happens is on TikTok is when you come off a live, you press dismiss, and then it says you had 60 something views, right? And then it says, you made like $2 and something cents or whatever from gifts, if that happens, right? And then it says go to your edit live, so you can put up a short of your live on a great moment you had or whatever. It gives you all these options and shit. But the laptop really showed me on Monday how many people really are watching me for real. And it climbed from like 15 to 60 within like a couple minutes. And it fluctuated from 60 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 40, then back down to 30 something. Then it went back up to like 61. And like people are flicking through, right? So, and TikTok is cool because if you watch like DJ stuff, more DJ shit's gonna come up. If you watch wrestling, it's gonna show wrestling. If you watch gaming, it's gonna show gaming. If you watch like, you know, hers, it's gonna show hers. It's gonna show everything. Like it's gonna whatever you like, it's gonna show. So it's gonna be more of like the same shit. Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, if you go on a PC, it's actually pretty. You just have to download the app. You have to download YouTube. I mean YouTube. I keep saying YouTube. You have to download the TikTok app on your PC. You have to have a PC. You can't. It works on a Mac, but you have to get OBS. Yeah, fishing. I watch fishing videos. The Bermudian fishermen guys. I watch them all on TikTok, and they catch fish and shit. When you go on my TikTok, it's got funny ass shit. like pranks and all that because I love watching like people prank people and funny ass shit. Psychic stuff, guaranteed, and DJing for sure. I watch wrestling and not so and sports, so it's got all these sports highlights, wrestling highlights. So that's all my stuff is. And then they'll insert things here and there. Like they'll insert some dumb shit in there, and you're like, no. Like the other day, this fucking tranny came on there talking and shit, and I'm like, oh hell no. Click. I'm like, don't show me that fucking shit. I don't want to see none of that bullshit. Yeah. Yes, in order if you have a Mac and you go to the TikTok studio, you can't just go on there. You have to do it by OBS. That's why I got a PC the other day because I'm on a Mac right now, right? And then I have a PC that's very old that I just used to fuck around with, right? And then behind me right there is a Mac. I use that for the DJing, right? So over here, over the other side, right, I just bought a Lenovo PC, laptop, and I use that. I downloaded the TikTok YouTube, studio, and it worked perfectly fine. And that's how I found out all this information. Because on your phone, I used to go on my phone, and my phone doesn't show you all that shit. And on your phone, it's annoying. I can't see properly. I don't even know who's in there. It's very annoying, and I won't know until I get off alive how many people actually saw me. So whereas the laptop, the actual app of TikTok is on the laptop, and it's a big ass frame where you can see everything. You can adjust shit, the camera. You can do this. You can do that. On your phone, you can't do it. Because see, I have an iPhone. So the iPhone limits me to see things on TikTok. So then I talked to my DJ friend and he said, yo, you got to get a PC. And I'm like, fuck, I got to spend more money on this fucking thing, man. Damn it, man. Yeah, OBS can connect to any platform if you're on a Mac, right? But I couldn't use my Mac laptop to connect to TikTok and to do the DJing. It doesn't work that way because I need to see the chat. And how can I see the chat and do my DJing at the same time? And Mac is the best laptop to use for DJing. I've never seen anybody use a PC, just one or two people. Everybody says, Mark, got a Mac. And I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I love Mac anyway. But I love both. It doesn't matter to me. But I prefer a Mac to do my music because it has all the music on there through the iTunes and all that, right? So with the PC, it automatically lets you download the TikTok studio so you don't need the OBS. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's one good thing about the OBS thing. Yeah. But when you know what I used to do on here? Like you guys weren't here back then. But like I would say about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I used to go on YouTube on my PC on my Mac, right? I used to go just like here. I used to go YouTube on here, and I used to go on Instagram on my phone. And I used to have my phone like this facing me this way, and I have my YouTube right here. And I used to go live on both, and I used to do readings on both and talk to two different sets of people. And then some people would say to me, "Hey, Mark, YouTube is glitching. Just go to straight to go to Instagram." So then Instagram changed last year. If you don't have 1,000 followers, they disconnect you. You can't go live no more. So I didn't have 1,000 followers, so I don't go in there no more, which sucks. Hopefully they would change it, but yeah, they just fucked it all over. But I used to stream on both on here. I was one of the first people to do that dumb shit. It was like a couple years ago. Out of my clique of the tarot people, I was the first one to go live on both things. And they were like, "Oh fuck, Mark, I should do that too. I have a channel. Let me go do it." I'm like, yeah, go for it. That way you can get both. You can get more clients, more people, and you can do more shit for everybody. Especially when I did like the old signs readings, like people that didn't have YouTube had Instagram, people who like Instagram and didn't like YouTube. So I gave everybody the best of both worlds. So it was fun, but then Instagram fucked me over because I don't have 1,000 followers on there. So now you're not allowed to go live on there no more. So I was like, fuck you too, then I'll go back to YouTube. Because in order for you to get all those followers, you have to buy them. There's nobody in their there's nobody that really has all those followers and subscribers. Like there's no psychic out there that has 1 million followers and shit. Ain't nobody worried about you like that, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I used to diss people all the time. You bought your followers, you bought your fucking likes, and you bought your subscribers. And some people admitted it, and some people, when I said it, they stopped buying it and they stayed on their same bunch of followers that they bought and the same bunch of subscribers. See, I'm not buying those subscribers. That ain't happening. Whoever subscribes, subscribe. That's why I've been on here for almost 7 years and I only have 1,130 people because they're real. They're not fake ass people. I'm not buying them either. It's not happening. Yeah. On here, they never said anything to me about it because I think they're all intertwined with each other anyway. Like, as long as you don't like, I feel like if you don't go like this and show your phone and be like, look, I'm on Instagram, and like, see, like if you don't do that, then it's, I guess that's fine. But it shouldn't matter anyway. Like, fuck. Like, I honestly feel that these some of these people on here actually think that that's like you're like talking to millions of people or something. Bro, you're not like that. Even these popular people on these sites, when they go live, there's all million people in there. No, people got a fucking life. They ain't worried about looking at you through no screen. So I just think that people are just over exaggerating what this whole thing is like and how like you really think you're fucking important. Like you're not important, yo. Like anybody worrying about you like that? Anybody coming in your life like that? Even like the most popular people in the world, they don't have all their followers in there all at once. The whole server will pop down. And a lot of that shit's fake anyway. A lot of this shit's all fake. It's all fake ass people, robots, fake subscribers, fake everything. It's all fake ass shit. There's no way in hell people's in there like that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to deal with ads ever since I've been monetized. So if I don't get monetized. So I always tell everybody, sorry about the ads, but it's just the way it is. My bad. Oh, Panda's still alive. I didn't even know she was still alive. She's been on forever. Oh, Kitty's on vacation. She put that up on her community page. I didn't even know she had her thing up there. Sometimes you gotta click on subscriptions and then you see like the red thing on YouTube. It's annoying sometimes. Yeah, Panda's live now. She's still live. I thought she was gone. It's like late as fuck where she is. Well, that's the thing, Gala. I'm not gonna pay these people. They already take money from me. So why should I pay them? I pay them no mind. I'm not doing it. Yeah, now I kind of like have no choice but to, go through the super chat system where they get money off of me and I get money off of them. So it's a win-win situation because people who don't have PayPal or don't want to pay through PayPal pay me through a super chat. So one, I'm getting something out of them and they're getting something out of me, and that's the only way I'm going to deal with them. Now I can be fucked up and say I don't want that shit. I want PayPal money. But you know what? Some people really wanted to get a reading from me and wanted to donate. So I'm like, you know what? Look, the super chat shit's available. Whatever. Like I don't care. Like as long as you're happy and you get a reading and you pay me some type of money, I don't fucking care anymore. But the thing is like that's why I put my price up from 5 to 10, because a lot of people were just giving me like, you know, $5 through a super chat, and I'm only getting like $2 out of that shit. So that's like, to me, that's like a slap in the face. But that's the only way they can pay. But some of them like will be like they won't, and it's not fair to them. All because YouTube takes money from me, why should they be obligated to give me $8 so I can get my 5? So they're paying YouTube more money just to give me my money. So it's not fair to the person super chatting, right? Even though I complain about it because it is fucked up. That's why you should just PayPal me and get over it. Because PayPal only takes a couple cents from me. They take like literally 5% instead of 40 or 30 or whatever it is on here. But then again, I can't be I can't I feel weird if I feel fucked up to say to somebody, "Hey, anybody who super chats me, in order for me to get my $10, you got to give me 15. So that way I can actually get my 10. But you're going to have to pay YouTube extra money because they take from me." So that's fucked up for that person because that's the only way they can pay me. And they're going to end up paying way more for a question just to give me my money. And that's showing greed on my end. And then again, is it really greed? Because I'm asking for a certain amount and I'm not going to get it unless you PayPal me. And then and if I say fuck everybody who wants to super chat me and never get a reading from me, and that's fucked up. Or if your PayPal isn't working and the only way you can do it is through a super chat, then that makes me look like a fucking greedy jackass, right? And so some people, well, that's how I feel. Like I feel like, you know what? I don't fucking care. If you send me $10 in a super chat, I'm not gonna get the 10. But at least I'm getting more than 5 now. You know? That's how I look at it. So at least it's a little bit more, but at the end of the day, it's still a fucked up situation because I'm not gonna make that type of money through YouTube if I go through super chats because they're the ones that are gonna benefit more. Because they're getting something from just for me being on their platform. And then when ads get run all through my stream, and when you rewatch, they're making more money, and so am I. They're giving me a couple cents each ad, because that every month it tells you, you know. Exactly. So that's why a lot of people on here say, no, no, no super chat. You better PayPal me. And some people will refuse a super chat. They don't want it because it takes too much money from where PayPal doesn't. See, but even on PayPal, right? Even on PayPal, if I if I ask for $60 for a half an hour to 45 minutes private reading that I do on Instagram, that I still do, and I did a couple of them yesterday. if somebody PayPal's me that $60, sometimes, right, they don't take into consideration that it's 5% less when they send it to me. So they're gonna send me 60, but I'm gonna get 50, I'm gonna get like $55 and 30 something cents. So technically I'm not getting my 60. So that means you have to pay 65 in order for me to get 60. You see what I mean? So then what am I supposed to do? Say, hey, screenshot and say, hey, look, you didn't send me my $60. It's 55 something. Like, really? You think I'm got time to be doing that fucking dumbass shit? And then that person's got to figure out how to send me the difference and send even more to give me my actual 60 that I asked for initially. You know? But some people, I just don't care because they get multiple readings and I don't worry about it. And then I have some people who send extra anyway. And so that makes up for everyone that doesn't. And then, like I said, money is not really a big issue. I'm just talking about how it works and how that's why you get certain people say shit to you because that's what it does. And if you don't really like pay attention, when I send a PayPal to my DJ friend to buy music for me that I need, I have to send him way extra because of the percentage. So I lose every time I send him a PayPal, I lose money. And I have to go to the PayPal calculator and find out how much I gotta pay extra just to give so he can get the right amount. It's a fucking nuisance. It's the dumbest shit ever, and I hate it. I wish that PayPal will calculate it for you so that way you ain't gotta worry about that shit. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes some of my friends on here are like, "Oh, Mark, let me know if you got the full $10 because I sent extra to see if it'll work because I don't know." But all you have to do is go to the PayPal calculator on the actual website. It's got a PayPal calculator. If you type in PayPal calculator, that's how I do it. It tells you what country you're in and what country you're sending it to. And then it'll say, if you're sending like $140, right? US, it'll say 147.07. So that means I have to send $147.07. So that person in America gets the 140. That's how it works. So you're paying 5% on top of what you're paying, just so that person, when you send it, that person gets the actual 140. I did it the other day. But I had to go on the calculator because sometimes different states have different taxes. That's my question, Gala, is why isn't that already there? Like when you put like when you say send this money to this person, it automatically because that person has a PayPal account because you're able to send it to them, right? So if that's the case, it should automatically do it for you. The amount of money those bastards have, you would think it's already in the money exchange. It'll be there for you. But no, that's why they have a PayPal calculator. They say we ain't gonna put that in our app. Fuck you. You go to the PayPal calculator and you figure it out and you send the money. You know? And there's another guy I deal with. When I get something from him, he'll send me what I have to give him extra in order for him to get his. He has a system where he probably does it. He goes on the PayPal calculator and does it himself. It's so annoying, man. It's like the dumbest shit ever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just annoying, man. It's really annoying. And YouTube should do it too. So if you super chat somebody, right? So if somebody super chat me and you know like that YouTube takes a certain amount of percentage. And then it tells you before you super chat $10 to so and so, in order for them to get to $10, you got to give them 13.89. You know? And some people told me that they couldn't send me $5. It'll only allow them to send $4.99. And they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I gypped you a cent." I said, "Well, not really. You gypped me way more than that." "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, don't you know how it works on here? Like it's 60/40. You know that, right? They take 40 and I get 60. So what's that out of $5? You see what I mean?" And then there's days like today where I was washing my dishes, and I do it a lot of times because I want to prove to people that even though I talk like this, I want people to know that my life doesn't revolve around money. I'm just stating the facts of how it works. So be mindful that when you do it to other people, they might not be as lenient as I am or don't care about money like I am, you know? Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Right. PayPal charges a whole heap of shit. Yeah. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Some people can send you like money and shit, and they think they're sending you the money, but it's not even where it don't work that way because they don't tell you that before you send it. And some people will be like, yo, you didn't send me all the money. I've had people say that shit. And then some people have common courtesy where they know that happens because they use PayPal and they still like jip you and they don't care. And then I'm the type of person where I see it and I'll be like, I don't even give a fuck. I'm not gonna be rich over like $2, you know? Like fuck that shit. I don't even care anymore. At the end of the day, like I look at it like this. You win some, you lose some, and you know, if you're the type of person like me where you don't really care about all that dumb shit, then it's never gonna bother me. Christy said, I have a question for you for Easter, FYI. Okay, cool, Christy, no problem. Good night. Take care. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gala, you know the deal. Hey, Brian, how you doing? But it's weird because ever since I talked about this same thing with a lot more people in here one day. And after that day, a lot of people got like kind of weird with me because I kind of called them out indirectly. But I mean I kind of did it on purpose because people were taking advantage of me and that's why I put my price up. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of you freeloaders and you fucking people that, constantly do this shit to me every single time. And you know better and you still do it. And you know it's happening because it shows up on your shit, you know? It shows up on your wallet and in your balance. You think I'm dumb? I've had PayPal longer than you mofos have had it. And that's why I get irritated and I kind of eliminated a good bit of people that used to do it. They don't come in here no more now. So I'm like, good. Now I'm glad I offended you and I'm glad I called you out and I don't need your fucking measly fucking money because I don't care. So and they know who they are and they'll never admit or they'll never apologize because they don't want to pay the difference. They're like, fuck you, you pay the tax, you know? Or hey, you know what? Even though you're right, you know, well, there was a person that used to come in here. She don't come in here no more. But it used to be a person that paid just by PayPal, right? And she used to get a reading almost every single day, literally. And I told her many times, stop getting readings every day. It's not good for you. You're wasting a whole heap of money. You know, you're spending too much money. And on top of that, you're asking me a question and then you want me to elaborate. And then you want me to give you some fucking bullshit cards as well. Little love cards and stuff. But you're not paying me the entire $5. Do you know that? Oh, what do you mean? And I took a screenshot and I sent it to her Instagram. And I said, see, this is you. Look how many times you give me money and it's deducted 43 cents each time. So if you go 43, 43, 43, 43, 43 for the last fucking umpteen fucking times, but you think she'll say, okay, I'll give you more now? No, she started doing it after I said something. She'll give extra. And even then, if she gave the little extra, she still wanted like more, more, more. And then eventually she just vanished because I put my price up to $10. So she was probably like, fuck that. I ain't coming in here no more. I ain't paying the 10 because that means I got to pay 11. See? But if you're going to come here every fucking day and jip me, then that's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of, did certain things to get rid of certain people. Because they just will keep milking you until the cows come in. They don't fucking care. Because it's, oh yeah, Mark, fuck him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree, Tanya. It's not. That's why I don't really say too much to certain people. You know? That's why I don't say too much. And if you notice, I always give certain people more than others. And those are the people that I respect and they respect me and they pay and they don't aggravate me. And that's why some people will even say to me, I had some very nasty bitches around here at one point. Oh, why you give her more than me? What's wrong with my money? My money's just like her. They said, no, it ain't. Yeah. Like fuck that. And some of the people that I have problems with were actually people who was coming in here for years, and I felt like really disrespected when they did that to me. And I'm got people who just came in here like a couple months ago and treat me way better than you do. Like fuck that, man. Tanya, I never have a problem with you. Brian, I don't have a problem with you either, bro. Trust me. If I have a problem with somebody, I'm gonna treat you a certain way where you're gonna understand that I don't care for you to be around me no more. Because I'm not here to be catering to fucking weirdos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I there's a lot of nasty when it comes to money, people will do a lot of stupid shit, and people won't care. So, for instance, I'm reading for you, Brian. You never ask me to elaborate. You just say thank you, whatever. You don't say, oh, but what about this and what about that? And then. Those are the people I can't take. Or if you ask me one question and you want me to elaborate with another answer, I'll pick up the cards only if you're a decent person to me. Now, if you want more for less, it ain't gonna happen. And that's why none of you don't see those people in here no more because I got rid of them. I had enough. You're not gonna come here and ask me one question, pay for one, and then try and get three answers. Man, fuck you. How would you feel if I did that to you? You wouldn't like it, would you? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really want to do this full time because people drive me nuts. But there's people like that. just keep taking advantage of you and pay bare minimum. So it's even more annoying, It's fucking annoying. And if anybody had any brains, if some people had brains, they would do what the three people did with me yesterday. Three people got readings from me yesterday on Instagram, right? They paid me $60 and I read for them for a whole hour about whatever they want. That's the best deal that I can personally give you without going crazy. If you want to come in here every day and pay $10 every day or every other day, all that shit, you can get all your answers within an hour for less. But if you don't want to do that, then that's fine too. Like fuck. What if someone gives you $100 donation with the question of, did Hawking do stuff involving Tabasco stuff and hammer while wearing a sailor hat for Epstein's Island? I would not read that shit, bro. I would give them their $100 back. I ain't reading that shit. I don't want nothing to do with those people. They do whatever they do on that shit. It's nothing to do with me. I don't even want to shuffle my cards for that answer. I stay far away from people, but there was a person who used to come in here and ask me crazy questions like that. I'm being dead serious. There was a woman that came in here. I banned her from all of her accounts, and she just got the point and left me alone. Right? I emailed her and fucked her off and told her, don't you dare ask me these stupid fucking questions ever again. I'm not here to entertain you. Yeah? She was always asking me about demonic shit, if she was being like, if she had spells on her, and I'm not reading that shit. That's nothing to do with me. If you feel like you're haunted, that's because you got the devil inside of you. I can't take the devil out of you because I don't read that type of shit. I'm not going to put my shit in that type of energy. Even if I hear that word or hear you talk about that shit, I don't want nothing to do with you. Bye. You got the wrong room. I'm not reading none of that shit. I'm not reading nothing about Jeffrey Epstein or any movie stars or all the pedophilia. I don't read none of that shit. Hell no. No. Even if somebody came in here and asked me about somebody named Jeffrey, I mean, I know you're asking me about Jeff, but I know it's not him. Oh, Brian. Brian says, will Jeremy be able to make it to meet up with me? Meet up with on the 26th between me. All right, let me check. I'm getting a no, Brian. I got no twice. I'm getting that Jeremy's not going to be able to make it. Gala said donations are not refundable. If I told somebody that, they'll be fucking. See, on PayPal, you can get your money back and shit. If somebody doesn't deliver your product, you can get your money back. Somebody did it to me. They got an email reading from me, and they weren't happy with it. They said that I was wrong about what I said about them, and that was my personal opinion, and they took offense to it. So I had to give them back their $5, and I could have disputed it. And I was like, you can have your $5 back and kiss my ass. I don't care about your $5, dumb hoe. But yeah, that happened to me once, and then I think another time somebody disputed me, but I disputed them back because I had answered their question, and I proved it. So they didn't get their money back because I actually proved it. They weren't getting me again. So Brian, I would say that Jeremy's gonna have a hard time getting there on the 22nd. I don't think he's gonna be able to meet up with you guys on the 22nd. If it's the 22nd of this month, I asked for this month. So I asked if he's gonna be able to meet up with you guys. It's saying no right now. It's saying that he wants to, but right now, currently, it's saying no. I mean, today is the what? Third here. So it's gonna be the third. So I would say there's still time, like, you know. I think that he's like gonna try and withdraw from something so he can meet up with you guys. So I would say give it time, Brian. 'Cause it's too soon. Still, it's still got like 3 weeks left. I would say give it time. But right now, presently, I would say no, he's not gonna be able to make it. But the last card here shows me that he is trying to like withdraw from something so he can be there. So I think he wants to be there, but he's working on a way to get there. But it's too soon to really know if he's going to be able to get there completely 100%. So maybe you can ask, closer to the time. But right now, I would say no. He's not going to be able to make it. It looks like he's got some family situations to deal with, and he's not really sure if he can get over this family stuff to get off to go and deal with you and you guys and come to see you. But it does say that he's trying to make that date, but he's not sure because of family stuff. But as of right now, I'm getting no. But anything can change, you know. Yeah, it's a work in progress, yeah. But it still looks like it can happen, but it's up to him whether or not he sorts out his family situation or something to do with that. I got a family situation, so it might be like a birthday of somebody, or like, maybe it's a family situation he's got to get himself involved in. Well, Gala, yeah, they tried to, rebuke the truth. I can't even talk now. Blah, blah, blah. Over $5, yeah. That was like 2 years ago. I got a message from PayPal saying someone disputed my service, and I'm like, what? I'm like, this must be a prank or something. This never happened to me in my life. So it said so and so, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? So then I said, oh, this must be the email whack job. Let me go see. So I went to the email. Sure as shit, it was the same name. I ain't forgot I did that email. I did this email thing, and the sad part is I could have disputed that one too, because they emailed me back and said, "Oh, thanks. I'll let you know." That's what the person said. They didn't say what they said to PayPal. They said to PayPal that they didn't receive the right service from me, then they want their money back. But yet you told me in the email, thanks, and I'll, let you know or whatever. So if it was bad, then why you say thank you? Or why didn't you email me and say, well, can you clarify what you said in his email? Because it don't make sense to me. You're wrong, or, whatever. No. What it is, you did it, you got it for free. You wanted to get it for free, and you did it to get an answer, but it wasn't the answer you probably wanted, even though it's true. So you disputed it. Yeah. One of the books I got, I wasn't really happy with, so I wanted to return it to Amazon, and they told me I don't need to return it. I thought, oh, they said, well, it's a shitty ass book. You can have it anyway. Do you have Prime, Amazon, Tanya? Do you have Amazon Prime? I mean, yeah, they wanted to show Because I have Amazon Prime, right? And they give you complimentary books. So I guess they must have said, hey, this guy Mark, he doesn't get any of his complimentary shit. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants Prime because he wants that shit fast. So we just give all that shit to Tanya. So there you go. You welcome. It's all good. They said don't return that shit. Mark don't even claim his fucking free shit. Cause they give me like free books and shit and music, and I don't even want that trash. I don't want no books. I don't read no. I didn't read no books in school. What makes you gonna read a book now? Anything I read is like important things, like this chat, my phone, my messages, and directions on how to do shit. Or as Tanya would say, destructions. Oh, that was the one you showed us yesterday on the live. Was it the Road Atlas one? It kind of looked basic. But they were like, keep that shit, Tanya. It's all good. Mark don't claim his shit. I can't. You're gonna make me look that shit up now, cause I swear, like they always say, oh, you haven't used your complimentary gifts, and I'm like, because I don't want new books. I want that shit. What fucking makes you think I want books all over the damn place? I got my tarot cards on my shelves. That's more important. One of the damn books around here. Unless it's a Playboy book or it's a porn book or some husband that I can look at maybe. I wouldn't mind looking at them. You're gonna give me some of them free ones, yeah, I'll take it. But they said no, it's not this. And they won't say you can keep them. They'll probably say return them. All right, let me see on my other email here. I hate when you unsubscribe to an email and they still email you. It's so freaking annoying. It even goes to my spam. That's how desperate they are. Um, Amazon. Amazon. It says you locked out. We're beating you up with some freebies. It says free 2-month Audible trial. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. The Court of Wings and Ruin. Sarah Moss. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Then it says claim your free audio books now. Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter's ass anyway. I don't watch this shit. You've landed 2 free audio books. Harry Potter shit again, which I don't want. And it says Prime Video. Important updates. Amazon reviews. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck off, Amazon. Oh, well, at least you got the book and the credit. So that's cool, Tanya. Yeah, that's a win-win situation. No problem, Brian. Thank you, bro. We'll check. Ask me to check for you. I'll check for you, like about that situation. Like next week, I'll just randomly check for you. Just tell me to check for you. Let me see. My email is not loading. Okay, here we go. Miss Gala, you said, can I have a 6-month year to what? You want too damn much. I know that. see something here. I can't read it on my phone. This stupid piece of shit. All right. Okay. You said, can I have a 6 months to the year read? Hell no. I can't get you no 6 months read. What do you think this is? You think I got all goddamn night? Oh, come on, Mark. It's my birthday, damn it. You said you was gonna give me a reading. All you have to do is wait another 24 hours. Actually, no, you're 24 hours ahead of me, probably, I think. Well, it's Friday here now. That's all right, Tanya. You can use the book for other things. I know, Tanya. I'll take care of you. You know I take care of you guys. Yes, I know, God. I'm only teasing. Cards say that you will be traveling to Bermuda to come see your buddy and favorite Aquarius, Mark. You will have a great time. You will laugh and you will eat food and you'll go to the beach and you'll just have to like it because that's just the way it is. There you go. Thanks a lot. You had a great reading. Mark does not play video games, so you might be bored at times. So you'll probably go next door and play his nephew's PlayStation shit. And they'll like you. She then tapped her third eye and said, Mark, Mark, Mark. That's why she's here in Bermuda now. She fucking manifested you. Then I'll give you this one here, look. With my fucking old ass cars, huh? I'm in Bermuda with Marky. What the fuck am I doing here? That's right, Tanya. Your birthday is coming up, 420. We be smoking that weed. Tanya's gonna be smoking that weed. How could you be born on 420 and not smoke? Just be Tanya. She can tell you. I know. Weed is life. Just face reality and smoke weed till the end of the world. All right, let's see what I got for Gala for the rest of the year. Might as well give you a reading for the rest of the year in general. And see if the Bermuda Triangle shows up. It doesn't look like you're going to travel. Because I got the Six of Swords reversed. And that means not going to calmer waters, okay? You're not going to get on a boat and go to Bermuda, not over my dead body. Because the Six of Swords upright means going to calmer waters. Fuck, I can't stand when people say that shit. It's so fucking annoying. Give me a second. Oh. All right. I had to shut my light off. It's getting late. Okay. right, so I don't see any solutions to any of your current present difficulties that you're dealing with. You might have to confess to yourself that, hey, look, when things are not going right, or or things don't happen the way it's supposed to, I'm going to be stuck. But you know what? It's just the way it's going to be right now, for whatever reason this is, no matter what it is. You personally show up as the page of swords in the middle here. I know you're not the page of swords, but this is what your energy can be for the rest of the 6 months to a year. This symbolizes to me is a person that doesn't know what to expect. They don't know what they're going to expect. They just probably let things just happen. When they do try and make things happen, it doesn't happen. And then you want to remain active in certain ways, but you still know that bullshit can occur, you know? Yeah, some more surrender and let it be. As I say, let go and let God, deal with it. But then I got the tower here, which means that to me, the tower is like you got to go through a complete and sudden change in order for you to get what you want. And you might, throughout the next 6 months, you might end long friendships. You might deal with past relationships. If you don't deal with them, you'll think about them, or it'll pop back up. You'll have some setbacks. You'll see things, unfolding in certain ways. And then you'll say, you know what, maybe this person is my downfall, or maybe this person is this way or that way. And I just need to like say, fuck it. And I'm not going to deal with it no more. And then I also get here the Page of Wands reverse. And that's like a person who gossips about you, a person who like doesn't have the ability to make decisions. And then you're like, fuck, make a decision already. Like, are you in or out or what? So this person might aggravate you in the next couple months. And it could be someone younger than you that annoys you, because the Page of Wands is someone younger or like the same age as you. But I'm thinking that this person is younger and they are just like reluctant on making things happen. They're indecisive about proceeding with you or without you, you know? And it's gonna be like a point where you might just say, I need to go without this person or do this without this person because it's not working. It's not happening. So I see a bunch of aggravation coming to you from this specific individual that's either younger than you, a Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. I don't really read shit like that, but or it could be and cannot be, but it's preferably somebody in like younger than you maybe. But see, you showed up here as the Page of Swords. So when you get the Page of Wands reversed, it could also mean someone the same age or just a bit younger than you. Like this could be like a younger sibling or like a younger woman that you know, a younger person. They could be like 2 years younger, 3 years younger. They can be a lot more younger, 20 years younger. Doesn't matter. But this Page of Wands is a person that's gonna annoy you. They're gonna annoy you in the way of you might be waiting for them to make decisions, but they don't. So you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going without you. So either you make your decision today or don't make it at all. You know? So it could be a decision that this person doesn't make that pisses you off, or this could be like just this person gossiping about you, and you're like, you bitch, how could you gossip about me and say shit about me after we discussed everything? So what made you do that? And then you might cut this person off because that Tower card is cutting somebody off that you've known for that's been a part of your past and everything. It adds up. Those two cards to me is somebody that you know for a while that actually breaks your trust barrier. And you're like, you know what? I'm tired of you. And you talk shit about me? Fuck you. Or this could already happened, right? And it could be like a vice versa age thing, and then this person decides to try and come back again to be a friend, and they're still indecisive. It could be either or. Well, if you already know who this is, then they're probably gonna be in the next 6 months to they're gonna be like still trying to be a part of something that you don't want. If you're their good friends and you don't support their process, they might make it a thing. So where there'll be more, because the Page of Wands reverse is like a person that's like they'll aggravate you with their ways. So because you don't like necessarily support their process, they might try to push that process on you again, or show you that process you don't like, and then confront you, and then you probably have to say, hey, look, we're friends, but I'm not getting involved with your dumb ass shit. And if you say that, then it can cause like issues. Or if you don't support their process when they need it the most, it can cause issues. So that makes sense as far as those cards being there. Oh shit. That's some crazy. I've never seen that in my life. I can't even believe I got all those cards at the same time. Well, I pulled some more cards for like the later part of the year, like for the overall like last energy of the year. Because we're in April, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So yeah, so at the end, towards the end of the year, I got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. I don't think I've ever pulled those three cards in a spread in my life. And they're all upright. So it looks like the end of this year is going to be the best. Right now, it might not be that, but you did say something about a house, right? You said, yeah, I got a house to sell in a dead economy. So this could be you finally selling your house at the end of the year. Finally. And this is the Ace of Pentacles, selling it, getting the money, you wishing to selling it and getting it. And the Ace of Wands is like you selling it, and now you can start your new adventure. Having all three of these cards, one right after the other, and then the wish card being the end, that tells me that whatever you're wishing for will happen at the end of the year, or after the next 6 months, or this year at some point in time. So even though you said you got a house to sell in a dead economy not happening, it might actually happen. But it's probably going to happen towards the end. Actually, let me just check something real quick. Yeah. The thing is, it's saying that you have a good chance of selling it by the end of the year. it's something that you probably have to bring together. For instance, like if you're the type of person that doesn't want to just sell it to anybody because you have some like sentimental type of way or value towards the house, and then you might not want to sell it to certain people, and then there comes a person where you're like, you know what, I wouldn't mind selling it to them because I know that they're actually going to take care of it. But if you don't give a fuck and you just want to sell it, it depends on how you feel towards the house. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you sell things, you don't want to just sell it to anybody, right? So it's up to you, really, if it happens before the end of the year. Can I ask, is it a woman? The potential buyer, is it a woman? And the reason I asked, because if it is, I saw a woman at the end there, but the woman could be you. But I don't really pick it up like that. I think it is a woman that wants to buy it, or maybe a woman will end up buying it. Right. So that's why I got that then. So that means that's true. Because I get that you just don't want to sell it to anybody. Because I see potential people that you can just get rid of it right now, but you don't want to. You kind of want to sell it to somebody who's going to care. Okay, so it's a guy that said he's interested if I'm selling. Ah, okay. So then this woman here is you selling the house then. That's why I asked. So that's why I said what I said. If it's up to you to sell the house to the right person. Yeah, I got you. So this last card says that if you find the right like combination of people to sell it to, this can happen. Your wish will happen. So if you're wishing to somehow bring this to fruition and bring this part the right person to buy the house, then you'll be able to do it. But it has to be you. You know, you have to make sure, obviously, you're not no dummy. But it's saying that you are the only one that can bring to make this happen. Because you came up strongly there in the end. That's why I asked you if it was a woman buying it, or is this you? You have to be the one that sells it. 'Cause some people have realtors, right, where they get a person to sell the house. So if you don't have nobody like that and you're the one doing it, then this is you. That's why it says you have to bring it together. You have to make it happen. Like you're your own realtor, you know. So nobody gets percentages of the house or whatever it is. But either way, Gala, this looks great for like towards the next 6 month period. Yeah. So that's insane. Like, look at that. I don't really show my cards too much because they're old and nasty. But look at that. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Nine of Cups. I mean, Ace of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Like you can't make that shit up. That's insane. I don't think I've ever gotten that spread in my life. That's like too many good cards for Marky Mark's tarot clients and friends. That shit don't happen. And don't anybody get no ideas about asking me no 6 months bullshit, okay? That's probably why that shit came out, because they're giving you like the overall end of the 6 month period. You might be very happy with what happens in the next 6 months. That's probably why you asked. Smart. You know? Yeah, it's gonna happen if you make it happen. So if you wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I need to sell this fucking house. I need to sell whatever I need to sell. You can be able to do it. Pretty much the world is yours and everything in it. So out there, go and grind and get it. And then you came up as the temperance in the very end upright. So the temperance is somebody that brings things together. She can make a sale guaranteed. She can adjust, make adjustments and manage this whole thing on her own. The temperance is that person who makes it happen. She finds the right person. So if you already have somebody that says they will, then get them to do it and then you can do it. And it's up to you. It can happen in the next, month, next whatever, next 6 months, whenever you're ready. So you have the power to do it. And I'm very sure that your mother will help you find the right person or get the right person to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, it's to do with her, right? So, and how conveniently she shows up this week. So yeah, that's what I see. Pretty much, that's what I get. So obviously, you know how to deal with people. So that other person in the first reading I did, that's more about people. And then the second reading there was like the outcome, which is very great, very good. Well, that's why I said that word, sentimental. So sentimental, I mean. So I mean, Tanya knows that too. She didn't want to get rid of a lot of her husband's shit either, but her husband Phil reassured me in the reading I did for her that he actually showed me the closet where his clothes was and said that tell Tanya that I don't care about that clothes. She can donate it and give it away. I'm not going to be offended. He said that many a times in the readings I did. He always said, I don't care. You just tell her to get rid of it. I don't want her to be burdened with that shit. I don't care. He was like, he always said, yeah, I don't worry about it. It's cool. Like, tell her, like, I'm not mad if she gets rid of that stuff. Like, even like to the last minute. I don't know if you remember, Tanya. I'm just using you as an example because you both, everybody has losses and sentimental things. When I remember when she finally sold her house, like he was outside and goes, man, that took forever, but I'm glad this burden is off of us. Like he never really was really worried about what decisions she made because he was like, whatever, like I don't care. Like some people in spirit are not going to be mad at you if you get rid of shit. It's just life. They rather not see you be burdened with it anymore. You know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. If you get the smells, if you smell her a lot, Gala, that's a good thing. Yeah. I get it from time to time. Some people have seen me like smell things for them, and that they'll say, "Oh yeah, that's it right there." I get the smells too. So if you get the smells, that means you're connected. You're there. So that's the best thing. Like You get the smells, you get the taste sometimes. The taste is nasty though sometimes. I don't really like the taste, anything that they deal with, but yeah, smells and memories, yeah, it can all do. Yeah, that's cool, Tanya. Yeah, all that stuff makes a difference. It makes you believe more and understand more. It's life. A lot of people just don't understand the whole concept of it sometimes. They won't be able to believe it and receive it. Hey Dan. But so Gala, what you have planned for your birthday on Saturday? You going out with friends or family or anything like that? Or you just chilling? Drumsticks and Caesar salad. That sounds good. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Nothing? Come on. So you don't celebrate or anything? Like you're not gonna get a cake or like anybody's gonna give you presents or anything like that? Typical Aries, I tell you. Leave me alone. Yeah, Gala's birthday is on Saturday. So tomorrow, it's Friday for us, but Saturday for her. So it'll be her birthday tomorrow, even though it's not Saturday for us, it's Saturday for her. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Yeah, you should go. You should go and have fun. What's wrong with that? That's fine. Enjoy yourself. Mom will come with you. Bring her along. Yeah, go for it. Have fun. Do it. And don't forget to come by here and I'll give you some cards and stuff. I'll pull some cards for you on your birthday. I always do it for everybody. Or I'll answer a question or whatever you want. I'll hook you up. Even though you just got a reading just now, but I'll give you some cards and shit. Or I'll do something for you. Okay. Some people come in here and they say they don't get no gifts. And I said, all right, I'll give you a gift right now. I'll give you a reading. Like, Mark is the only person who gave me a present. He gave me a reading. I would give you more, but you're not here. So I can't do nothing about that. But anyway, what do you mean, Dan? I didn't do anything. See what your dirty mind is? There's a saying that I have: you never know until you try. You never know until you do it. You know what I mean? So that's probably why the reading said it ain't gonna happen unless you make it happen. So this year will only, you know, if it doesn't feel that way, you gotta make it that way. You gotta turn that feel into reality. And like you said, you gotta know when to strike. So if you do it the right time, it'll happen. That's why connecting with mom spirit is the best thing for you to do to get the actual results. Believe and you shall receive, sweetheart. That's how it works. That's why I can't believe sometimes how lucky I've been to get music that I've wanted for 20, 30 years. And I'm finally getting it now. And I'm actually meeting the artists online, talking to them, seeing them do my shit. Like it just is crazy. I mean, to me, to some people they'll be like, "Oh God, DJ shit, whatever, fuck that shit." But like it was a big part of my life, and I kind of gave up on it because I couldn't get what I wanted. I couldn't deal with the artist myself. I couldn't like have certain equipment. I couldn't afford it. So now it's like everything's just falling into place because I went ahead and made it happen. You know. See, that's the thing. If you co-create with spirit, you can't do it on your own. It's not gonna happen. Some people wish that they can do things by themselves, and even if they think they are, they still know that there has to be some type of spiritual nudge there somewhere somehow. You know, where that's why people when good shit happens to people or a miracle happens to somebody or something good happens, the first thing they do is say, "Thank God this happened to me." And some people were like, "Oh yes, finally it happened to me. There is a God out there." Duh. That's why things happen. That's why you say those things because that's why it happens because your belief finally kicks in or it happens when it's supposed to happen when you least expect it or if you start to like really put your time and effort into something, spirit would be like, okay, look, they really want this, and I feel like we can really give it to them right now. And that's it. They give it to you. They just let you have it because it's what you really want. But you gotta remember not to abuse that power or that those manifestation thoughts or think that hey, I can do anything now. It don't work that way. That's why I'm very humble when it comes to things like this. Cause I started to get like weird. I was like, why the fuck is all these DJ things happening to me? Is this like happening for like a serious? Is this happening for real? Like, how the fuck can I get this lucky? Like when I was back then, I got lucky, but not this fucking lucky. Like I'm actually seeing the person and talking to him, and I've got all these extra links now. I've met all these cool fucking people, DJs and shit that I've never met. It's just all like just falling right into my lap, like poof. What do you want to do with it? Pick, choose, and refuse, bro. That's exactly what Spirit's doing to me right now. They're because they know I love that so much, and it was like something I always wanted to, get back into, but I needed the right people. So now, like Spirit just put all the right people right in front of me. If you need that, you can go to that person. If you need this, you can go to that person. If you need that, you can go to that person. So like it's not overwhelming, but it's like this is really happening for real. I can't believe it. Like it's really fucking happening. Like I'm really finally getting control of what I really want as far as music stuff. So yeah, I mean, so you guys probably don't understand what I mean, but like it's just take it from me. I can't. Sometimes I can't believe this is fucking happening to me. Sometimes like I'm like this can't be fucking real. Like I just got all this music that I wanted all these years as a DJ. I couldn't get it because I couldn't afford it. I couldn't find the right person to trust to get me shit. And now it's just falling in my lap. And like I don't hesitate to believe or to like engage with the person, and it just works even more. It actually feels like these people have known me my whole life or something. It's so weird. Like it's fucking whack shit. But it's cool at the same time. So keep believing. Thanks, Tanya. I appreciate it. Yeah, Spirit was right, not just me. But yeah. 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 And you ain't gotta deal with all the extra burdens coming with it. Cause a house ain't no joke, man. A house is a lot of fucking bullshit. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of things to do, especially like when you don't have double incomes, and it's a pain in the ass to do it. My sister's finding out the hard way too. She's having, you know, to see how much she said that she doesn't want to do no more renovations no time soon. Because just doing this bathroom was like the biggest pain in the ass in the world. And I told her, but she don't listen to me. I tell her all the time, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, but it has to be done. And that's not me. And I'm like, yeah, you keep thinking that it's gonna be just so fucking easy. I do this shit for a living, so you can't tell me no different. I know it's about to happen, and I was right the whole time. But once again, nobody cares. Nobody thinks about what I say. So Mark's delusional. Mark don't know nothing. He's gonna be wrong this time. Okay. Now look, you spent all that money, and I still had to come back and fix everything, and still do everything like I always do. Never fails. You guys want to see a picture of my dad when he was? I'm gonna show you a picture of my dad, right? When he was probably maybe uh how old was he here? Let me see. Let me see what the date on, if there's a date on here. No, I don't see actual date, but he was probably maybe I don't know 40 years old maybe. He was probably like 40 because his friend near is probably a little bit older than him. Yeah. Look at my dad when he was, and I know every person in this photo, but this is my dad. This is my dad when he was like maybe late 30s, 40s. Who does that look like? Look at them Elvis sideburns. And look at the hand. Look at the hands. I know all these people, and they're all like, this guy's alive. This guy, I don't know. He's dead. He's dead. I can't remember this guy. I gotta ask my mom what his name is, but I know who he is. He's alive. He's dead. He's dead. He's alive. And Oh, that's who it is. I need to show my mom. I finally found him. I didn't even know that fucking guy was in the committee with my dad. No way. I wonder if they have the names here. No, they don't. I'm gonna show my mom that picture because that's the guy there that I keep telling my mom about. That I worked at his house, and he was like, "Oh, I know your daddy. I know your mommy. I know your siblings. I know you. I know your daddy's my friend." And I'm like, "I don't know you, bro. I don't know your name." How long was he in the mob? For many years. He was a gangster. This is the actual whole picture, like of everybody. See, that picture was from like the Portuguese soccer club. He was the secretary treasurer, and the guy next to him was the president. He was like a billionaire. He had a pool the shape of a guitar. He was a promoter, and he was also the president of the Portuguese soccer club. My dad was a secretary treasurer for 30 years. He was like one of the few people on there that actually like knew how to do math and shit. So then I bought this big mirror for my sister's bathroom, for my son's bathroom that we renovated. This is the big ass mirror right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, right? And I put like the tape on the inside so I won't muck up the actual mirror. So it was like a wood color. So I sanded it down and painted it black because that's what they wanted. And that's the mirror that I did over the last 2 days. I painted it black, took all the tape off of it, and I hung it up today. So it's all ready. So that's cool. That's what I did past couple of days. Do that mirror was a pain in the ass to paint. And the tape was aggravating me, and I'm ripping some of the tape up, the paint up. It was such a nuisance. I hate painting mirrors and shit. Okay, cool. Now the caliper should be all right. If it's brand new calipers, Tanya, it's gonna stick from time to time, like it's new. So sometimes it's like when you put new brake pads on it, the calipers goes up against a metal, like thin layer of metal, and then it goes to the pad. Sometimes it sticks like that, or sometimes it'll make like that noise. Well, what we used to do back in the day was we put white lithium grease on the calipers in between each thing, like just a touch, so that way when it does move, it doesn't make a screeching noise. That's what we used to do back in the day. But it should be fine. You'll be all right. If not, you can get like some white lithium grease and put some there. But usually, like a good mechanic will know to do that. That's what we used to do back in the day. White lithium grease is what it was called. I believe that's what it was called. Not the black grease, but like the white type of grease. All right, guys, I've been on here for 3 hours. It's past 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get my ass to sleep, even though it's a holiday here tomorrow. I'm gonna go get my ass to bed, and I'm gonna go meet my mom tomorrow and Go to her house at lunch for fish cakes tomorrow. Everybody flies kites here on Good Friday, eats fish cakes, hot cross buns. No meat tomorrow. My mom made. Oh, let me show you this real quick. Let me show you this cool. I'm so glad I'm able to show you guys this tonight. You see this? This is Portuguese egg bread, sweet bread, right? And what she does is she puts the egg in there. See the egg right here? She puts the egg in there and the egg boils in there. And then you take the bread apart and you get the egg and it's boiled. So you take the egg out and you eat it with the bread. That's what she does for Good Friday and Easter. See that? That's an egg right there. She puts the egg in the bread and she bakes the bread. This is Portuguese sweet bread. It's yellow on the inside. I will be eating that tomorrow morning with the egg and the bread and coffee. My mom made that at 80 years old. She still makes that. It's very tasty. It's probably the best bread to me. It's so fluffy. And even like the crust part is fluffy and nice and tasty. It takes a lot of sugar though, but I kind of not want to, I don't really eat too much of it because I can't intake too much sugar. But that egg, I'm going to take that egg out tomorrow and it's going to be boiled obviously, right? And I'm going to chop it up and put it and eat it with the bread and coffee. We do it every Good Friday. That's our breakfast because we don't eat meat on Good Friday, right? So we eat an egg with bread and coffee, and then lunchtime we eat fish cakes with bread. Sometimes we have like rice with it, or sometimes we just eat it just a sandwich with some chips or something. And then for dinner we're gonna have fish, so no meat at all. Yeah, I got the recipe. I even have a video of her making it. So I have all those things. But yeah, she's the best, man. She made 4 loaves of that today by herself. And she loves putting the egg in there for me and her. Nobody else wants the egg in there, but me and my mom eat it. She made a small bread for me like that for me and her. And then she made like a big one for the kids and stuff, for her nephews. Yeah. Yeah, quiche's really good. I love my mom makes all that too. Yeah. My mom makes quiche and all that. We eat all that too. The Portuguese style one is really good. Yeah. That's all homemade. My mom made all of that by herself. She's the fucking best, man. Yeah. It's really good. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and eat that with my coffee and I'll be happy eating that. Oh boy. But she makes like the actual loaf. See how that's circle? But that's meant to eat with the with on, that's meant to eat with the egg and stuff. But you can eat it with anything. But she makes the loaves like it actually looks like a bread loaf, like high and round and like that. And she makes those sometimes. And you can cut that like bread, like slices, and I eat that with egg and bacon and cheese for breakfast sometimes. And I don't have to eat fuck all else until dinner. Because that bread is it's filling, right? And it's like it's thicker, but it's softer. and it tastes so good. If you cut 2 slices of that and like toast it very lightly, and you put like mayo on there with eggs and bacon and shit and whatever you want, oh my god, that shit's like the bomb. Anyway, I want to go sleep so I can wake up tomorrow and eat it. Yeah, I like that bread. That's my favorite. That is my favorite bread, and my second favorite bread is raisin bread. I eat raisin bread all the time. I ate raisin bread today for breakfast with eggs and bacon. I make an egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich like every other morning, and I use raisin bread. It's the best ever. I don't really eat like white bread or whole wheat bread. I like eating like different types of bread, like cinnamon with the raisins and shit. That's nice. I like that. And it has to be toasted so it tastes good. So it tastes like it came out of the oven. Bacon, cheese, and butter scrolls. Yeah, that's cool. I like eggs, bacon, and cheese. That's my favorite. And sausage I'll eat too. Sausage, egg, and cheese. I'll eat that sometimes too. Sometimes I'll just eat fried egg and no bacon or nothing. And then sometimes I'll make a grilled cheese and bacon sandwich. Just cheese and bacon. It depends on what mood I'm in or what I feel like making or what I don't want to make. That's why I do videos of washing dishes because it's such a fucking pain in the ass. Oh, look above my head. Look. 222. Spirit guides. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. That's my sign to go to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Good Friday. And I'll be on here tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing nothing and eating fish cakes and eating good food and chilling out watching the kites. I'll see if I can take a video. I'll see if I can take a video of the kite flying stuff here and I'll show you guys. In Bermuda, we actually make our own kites out of sticks and tissue paper. And we like cut like a rag and tie like and make a tail and we fly them in the air and shit. It's supposed to be pretty windy tomorrow too. As you can see the curtain moving in the background. So it's going to be windy enough to fly kites. So when I go to my mom's, I have to pass like this big field with the kites. So I'll stop there and take a video and show you guys how Bermuda rolls with Good Friday. We fly kites, eat fish cakes, and hot cross buns. That's what we do. But I do minus the hot cross buns. I want that bread instead of hot cross buns. It's better. It's the Portuguese way. All right, guys. Good. Eat that bacon. That's what's up. Anybody eats bacon is cool. All right, guys. Good night. Dan, Tanya, Gala. I'll see you guys later. Oh, there's an ambulance in the back. Fire truck. Oh, shit. Fuck, that's loud. That's going to wake up half the fucking neighborhood. Anyway, bye. Not my problem. It wasn't